Breaking news, Nigerians. Leadership crisis rocks the Labour Party as Abure rejects Otti's 29-man reconciliation panel. We know Julius Abure to be the national chairman of the Labour Party, along with Omar Farouk, the party's national secretary, and the national youth leader, Kennedy, were absent from the party's stakeholders meeting held in Umuahia, Abia State on Wednesday. The meeting was convened by the Abia State Governor, Alex Otti, to address the party's ongoing leadership crisis. And despite the absence of Abure and other key officials, notable figures such as the party's 2023 presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, his running mate, Datti Baba Ahmed, and Senator Victor Umai from Anambra were in attendance. Abure had earlier warned Governor Alex Otti to refrain from meddling in the party administration and focus on governance. Nevertheless, the stakeholders present at the meeting issued a communique establishing a 29-member caretaker committee chaired by Senator Usman and Senator Darlington as secretary, with a 90-day mandate to resolve the leadership crisis. The communique also highlighted concerns over the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) not recognizing any leadership within the party. And then the commission was tasked with organizing world, local government and state congress that would, go up to the national convention to elect new party leaders. And all of a sudden, the chairman of the National Labour Party, the chairman, that's the national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, noted that he is against Governor Alex Otti's 29-man panel, 29-man reconciliation panel. So he is kicking against it. So my country people, the Julius Abure-led NWC, National Working Committee, have rejected the outcome of the meeting, calling it null and void. In a statement by Abure, the party's national publicity secretary, the opposition party criticized Otti's involvement, accusing him of overstepping his boundaries as a governor and lacking the authority to convene such a meeting. Abure had further argued that the caretaker committee was not recognized by the party's constitution or Nigeria's electoral laws. So he said that the so-called meeting held in Umuahia was a waste of time and resources of Abia people because Governor Alex Otti shouldn't have convened that meeting. He had no power within the party's constitution to do so. So, Governor Alex Otti calling that meeting was only mischievous because he had no business to do with convening that meeting. And then they challenged Alex Otti to produce the official letter addressed to him from INEC on the subject matter, that there is no vacuum in the leadership of the party. Thus, the so-called caretaker committee set up by the governor of Abia State is not known to the constitution of the party and can be best described as a department in the Abia State government house, because they were quite shocked to note that the so-called caretaker of the so-called chairman of the caretaker committee is not a registered member of the party, that she only surfaced during Peter Obi's presidential campaign to assist Peter Obi in his campaign. And all of a sudden, they are now calling for a meeting. So I guess the crisis in the Labour Party have, gone to another extent. It has heightened as Abure and his loyalists boycott Alex Otti's stakeholders meeting. Yes, there are fresh indications that the national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, and his national working committee and his loyalists, are against Governor Alex Otti's meeting. So my country people, What are your thoughts on this? A source who have revealed this made it known that they are not happy with Alex Otti convening that meeting. So we don't really know when this crisis in the Labour Party, when it will end, and how it's got to do with Governor Alex Otti not being able to, to have the power within the party's constitution to convene such a meeting, saying that the meeting was illegal. Yes, Julius Abure said the meeting was illegal. So they've been an uneasy, movement in the Labour Party regarding this stakeholders meeting, which has brought about, uproar from Julius Abure and his loyalists towards Alex Otti, and they've noted that they are not happy with this and they are going to disregard his 29-man panel that was set up during that meeting, because they were not even present at that meeting. It was said that they were not present at that meeting. So I guess this is between the Labour Party and Julius Abure with Alex Otti, because this is a party affair. Yes, it is indeed a party affair, and an outsider cannot interfere. They can only get to settle their quarrels amongst themselves, and I hope they do so before the tension will escalate to another thing. Yes, they also said that it's really wrong for Alex Otti to have done that. Well, I guess they are accusing Alex Otti of planning something mischievous for him to have left his office, as for him to have left governance, governing Abia State, to interfere in parties' affairs. They tagged it as mischievous, meaning he has something to gain from it. It wasn't right. It was illegal, and now they are saying they are rejecting his panel, the 29 reconciliation panel that he formed during that meeting. So my country people, and that meeting was aimed at addressing the crisis rocking the party. That meeting was aimed at addressing the Labour Party's crisis, the internal crisis within the party, and now there seems to be another palaver as Julius Abure is opposing against this, and this will bring to more rising tensions within the party. Who knows what will happen next? So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.